everyone, and welcome back to Emkin Gardening. Today we're going to be planting daffodil bulbs in containers. These containers are going to be for our early spring color, so right at the beginning of April these should start to bloom. We specifically chose this wonderful light teal color because it was kind of reminiscent of Easter. I felt like it would pair well with just nice bright spring. So we have two varieties of daffodils that we're going to be planting in these containers today. There are a ton of different ways to plant bulbs in containers. A really popular one is like the lasagna layering method, and I think we're going to be doing that one next year. We would have done it this year, but the rest of our containers are all still taking up space with our fall arrangements that we planted, or even some of our spring arrangements are still in there. So we didn't have any extra containers this year. So next year that's on the docket. This year we wanted to make sure we designated specific containers for those early bloom colors. Bright, bold, right at the beginning of spring. So let's dive into how we put these containers together. We started by just flipping them over and drilling some holes for drainage in the bottom of these containers because they did not come with drain holes already in them. So we just flipped it over and used a little drill, drilled a few holes in the bottom, and then we were all set to go. When we were filling these containers up, we only wanted to fill it up to the spot that left 6 inches from where the soil was to the top, and you will see why when we start planting. We did use brand new soil for this project just to give the bulbs all the nutrients that they possibly can get. So we stopped at that 6-inch mark that let us have some space for where the bulbs will lay until the top of the container. So here we have them. They are looking really good and we're very excited. They are going to live right here on the opposite sides of our perennial bed. How we're going to plant these are very strategically. We're going to be putting the taller daffodils in the back and then the shorter ones in the front. So you will get that layered effect. The bulbs that we're going to be planting today are Topsy-Turvy and Ice Follies. Both of these are from Color Blends. We did a video back in August when we ordered them, and just like we talked about with that video, Color Blends send out the bulbs around the time that you should be planting them in your growing zone. So for us, that's the end of October to the beginning of November is where our zone should be planting our spring bulbs. So they sent it out to us. They come really nicely packaged in a crate. It's really nice and wrapped up, super secure, cardboard. It came with a nice bag this time, which was awesome. And then we had an extra box, also very safe and secure. There was no damage to any of the bulbs, and they were all in there. It was a great shipping experience. Let's talk a little bit more about the bulbs. So for our tall daffodils that are going to be towards the back, these are the Ice Follies. So the Ice Follies will get 16 to 18 inches tall. They grow in a zone 3 to zone 8. So that's perfect for us because we garden in a 6. So if you go those 2 growing zones down, we are golden. We know that these are going to be excellent performers in our area. The Ice Follies are wonderful. They have beautiful green foliage that is different and unique compared to other daffodil varieties. It's much more like grassy, and I appreciate that, just to have that difference in variety when you're looking in your garden. The Ice Follies also have like a silvery white petaled flower, and the trumpet is a lemon, and then it fades to an ivory as it ages. So it's just beautiful. It has dimension. It ages into more interesting colors as well. So just a wonderful, wonderful variety to have. Now, once they are done blooming, the blooms are all gone, but the foliage is still left. We will dig them up and put them in the landscape somewhere, because these the ice follies are really great at naturalizing. So they would be wonderful to put in a spot that you kind of want them to spread around their bulbs. A perfect example of a location like that for us would be under our dogwood tree, because there's a lot of extra space there. So that is the ice follies. This is the tall one in the back. The ones that are going to go in the front, oh, I'm so excited about these ones. Topsy-turvy. So the topsy-turvies are shorter. They grow 13 to 16 inches tall. So you'll have like boom, boom, right? These ones are the hibiscus looking flowers. So they have a white back petals, but then the inside petals are like the curly hibiscus looking ones, and they come in, it's like a peach apricot. There's also like a lemon kind of mixture of those. Just absolutely beautiful, almost like pastel-like. Very excited to have that, not only just bloom texture, but color variety in the garden as well. It's going to offer so much interest, and I'm really excited. Bulbs, when you plant bulbs, it's so rewarding because, you know, it's winter, it's been blank and bare and cold and frigid and, you know, everything for months, and then all of a sudden you get these bright blooms really early when it's still cold, when it's still frigid, but it's just the onset of spring, and it makes you really excited. So if you can plant bulbs, whether they're in containers or in the garden, I promise you it is so rewarding come springtime when you see those foliage popping up. Oh, it's wonderful. So topsy-turvy, 13 to 16 inches tall. Both of these daffodil varieties want full sun, so they will be in a full sun location. And this one is a zone 3 to 7, so still perfect for us, but just so that you know the growing zone. When you're ready to plant your bulbs, you want to make sure that you have them deep enough in the ground. So for both of these varieties, they both want a 6-inch depth planting. So that's why we stopped the soil at that 6-inch mark. We will be amending the soil because, again, if you watched our garlic video, heavy feeders, so you want to really give a lot of nutrients for them to jumpstart their growth. So we will amend it. When you're planting them, very similar to the garlic, there's two right here, but you can see we're going to put the pointy side up because that's where the stalk, the bloom stalk, will come from, and then all of the roots will come from the bottom. So that will go down, pointy side will go up. And when we're planting both of these varieties, they want to be 4 inches apart. So I might bend that rule, but when we're planting them, and again, remember, we are going to amend the soil, we're going to be putting them about 4 inches apart. And our game plan is to do about half ice follies, half topsy-turvy. We will not be using all of the bulbs that we have in these bags, so we will be able to plant the remainder in our perennial bed surrounding the containers. And there's plenty of space around here to plant these bulbs as well. Okay, so we're going to amend the soil. We're going to place all the bulbs down where we want them, and then all we have to do after that is put soil on top all the way up to the rim of the pot. We will probably put more biotone on top and then water them in, and they'll be good to go. They will sit out here all winter, get all that snow melt on them, and then we'll just pick up right where we left off in the season, hit them with garden or flower tone, and then continue with the watering. So let's start planting. So that was really easy. We're really excited about having that fresh pop right at the beginning of spring. If you wanted to check out color blends, you can right now. I do believe that all of their bulbs are pretty much sold out at this point. That's why we typically order in the summertime, but we really love the company. So if you're looking for a place to explore different bulbs, I would highly recommend checking them out. The Ice Follies and the Topsy Turvy daffodils are all tucked in. We're really excited. I hope that they have a wonderful winter, just kind of wintering over. They do need those chill hours, a certain amount of chill hours in order to perform, so they're going to live outside to get those, but they should be very happy. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. We hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Emkin gardening content. Bye.